Welcome everybody to another night edition of the Reef podcast. I'm your host Luis IPA here with my beard man, aka you know him, Kratos. Welcome in, Kratos. So always good to see you, buddy.
How you doing, Sharky? Beard's coming in nice and thick.
Yeah, you and the beard and me with the clean shaven. You know what I'm saying, man? Look what we got here. We got somebody with a hat over here. You guys will probably know him. I mean, you seen him with a mask. You seen him without a mask. Please welcome Mr. Lizard. How you doing, Lizard?
I'm doing great. Thank you guys so much for having me here tonight. This is very awesome. It's good to be a part of this.
I mean, we actually had to reschedule, sadly, but I mean, we're glad to have you here. So I want to say happy late birthday.
Thank you very much.
I hope you had a good one. You want to introduce yourself to the new viewers that actually don't know who you are?
Absolutely. I'm DaWickedLizard, a man of many names. A lot of people call me Wicked. Most people just call me Lizard. I'm a variety streamer on the West Coast, or East Coast, excuse me. I play a lot of games. I'm a master of none, but just love people, love community, and just love gaming. Been gaming for quite a while, since the 80s. So,
ooh, man, so you're an 80s baby.
Yeah, I'm definitely an OG gamer.
That's awesome. So you actually pair up with my co-host here because he was a big Nintendo fan. I'm Super Nintendo, but I play a couple of Nintendo, but he's the more Nintendo side of things.
Oh, I actually found my Atari today.
Oh, my Lord. That's a beauty right there, man.
That was the first thing I ever played.
Man, what game do you remember?
I want to say probably Pong. I think it was Pong.
Oh my Lord!
It was old school. I mean, it was, the dots, hit the dot and the ball, the lines.
Gotcha. So, what actually made you want to start streaming, Lizard?
Well, I've always been a gamer. And it's something I've just loved, and it's just been embedded in me since I was a child. I mean, I've owned just about every single console that you could ever own. But I got into my first taste of like getting into streaming, not really streaming per se, but online communities was with a. I was helped with create a Grand Theft Auto crew. And that was my first taste of online gaming with a actual community, but something I never really did and went into the streaming world. But what got me into streaming is actually my good friend, my best friend in the world is Atomic Tom's. I met him back during COVID. We hung out during COVID playing Call of Duty, Warzone with a couple of other guys, and we just, kind of left playing Warzone so much. Went into Grand Theft Auto for quite a while, which we still have a crew that's, going, 6 years old, 5 years old, or what have you. But Atomic Tom thought that, hey, he taught me into it and said, hey, I think you would be a great streamer. You have that personality that I think you could do well at. I think you could, really bring some people together and build a good community. And I didn't think so at first. So I just said, okay, I'm going to give it a try. And I gave it a try, hit that live button for the first time. And even though I did not have a camera on with me, I started on a PS4, and I just started then, and I loved it ever since. And it's just been incredible with the amount of people that I've met and the friendships that have been built. That it's just been very humbling and just an amazing thing. And I'm just glad Atomic Tom had the belief in me and thinking me that I could do this and go into content creation and streaming. And I haven't looked back since. And here we are a little over 2.5 years later, still just loving it more than what I did 2.5 years ago.
Well, just so you know, we're very proud of everything that you have accomplished so far, and we cannot wait for what's to come to the Lizard. So congratulations again.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
All right. So before we get to my co-host here, because he's excited to ask a couple questions as well, what made you want to come up with the name The Wicked Lizard?
Actually, The Wicked Lizard it's got a little bit of my name in it. Okay, that's kind of what it is. And I always have had this love and I guess would you say infatuation? I don't know. With reptiles, whether it be dragons or whether it be dinosaurs. And then also, I also have owned a few lizards in my life, including an iguana I had for 13 years. I remember back when I was a kid, and this is funny, and not a lot of people know this too, and it's kind of where the whole thing lizard came from. Back when I was a kid, there was this thing called the Lizard Man. It was kind of like on the same lines as Sasquatch or Yeti or what have you, or Bigfoot, and it's kind of that thing. It was in folklore, and it was on TV, and there was this so-called Lizard Man that was running loose that was supposed to be a real lizard man. And I was infatuated with it. I mean, I'm talking about, I wanted my dad to take me to go look for it. I was investigating, and I thought it was real. I cut out newspaper clippings and everything. Watched all the broadcasts on TV, because that time I think it was the 80s or something like that. I think it's when it was. I can't remember exactly what the year is, but I had this freaking infatuation that helped build my love for lizards and reptiles, on top of just the fact that I love dragons and lizards, which dragons, contrary to what anybody says, dragons to me is a lizard. It's just a fire-breathing lizard.
Gotcha.
So I just always had that infatuation with it. And then when it came to the point where I was just trying to come up with a name for my username, actually for PlayStation, when they first pulled out the PlayStation Network, I thought of it. I was going to do just Wicked Lizard or The Lizard or The Wicked Lizard or The Wicked Lizard or just Lizard. All those names were taken, so I had to come up with some kind of, since The Wicked Lizard with a THE was taken, I was like, all right, well, I'm just going to figure out something, because I'm bound and determined to have this name. So I just said, we're going to put, instead of the, we're going to put duh. We're just going to put The Wicked Lizard, which, like I said, Wicked is kind of part of my, it is kind of part of my family name. So that's kind of where that all came from. So I just put them all, my love of lizards, part of my family name, and the fact that the was there, or the was already used instead of duh. So there we go. The birth of the Wicked Lizard, or the Wicked Lizard, which is literally the very, very first username I ever have. And it is still to this day there.
That's awesome. All right. What you got, Nightmare?
I'm going to go ahead and ask the question from our live chat here. Frank's Memes has a question asking, how many hours do you have in Once Human?
Good question. If I had to guess, it is
probably a million hours if I had to guess.
more time than I really should have.
I heard it's a good game, though.
It's an amazing game. I love it. I mean, I probably got hundreds of hours in the game already, because I've been playing it nonstop, even offline. I've been playing it a lot, but I got a lot. But it's been really good, because being able to hang with the community, and the community that we've helped build with my community and being able to play and hang out with all the great people that I've met through on this journey. Some of them I met in real life. It's just been awesome. So I enjoy it. It's just been super, super cool to be able to kind of just have a ton of people to meet, because that's important to me is the people, and that's why I keep doing this each and every day. But that's kind of but I've got a lot. I would say probably 100 or so at least hours in it already.
All right, so we got another question come up by Ultimate Kamui. They say, how is the life as a sexy manly streamer?
Hey, look, I'm so happy with where I am right now.
You got it.
The wife thinks I'm sexy, so I must be doing something right.
That's awesome, man.
But I love it. I love it. It really is. It's mentally, it helps me. In my everyday life. Being with a wife. My wife has she is disabled, has multiple sclerosis, and so not only am I a husband, she's not able to work. Her walking's not very well. She also has seizures, so it really helps me. It helps life a lot better. I look forward to coming home every day when I do stream, to hang out with the community. Even when I'm in the community outside of streaming, it's just amazing. It's just to become a part of who I am, and I just love life right now. I'm happier, when I come home, I'm happy with my job, my career. I'm happy with the community. I'm happy with being able to make content. So life is good. That's the short answer. Life is fantastic.
I mean, one thing I noticed about streaming, I mean, we probably all agree with this, is that when we all stream, it's basically like escape from reality, escape from like the worries. Basically, like it's just like to relax and unwind and leave everything behind and just focus on having fun. I mean, that's what we always want. So, Atomic Tom here says, why does Lizard hate bananas?
All right. Okay, look, I don't hate bananas per se, real bananas, because they're good sources of potassium. Eat your bananas, they keep you away from cramps. But the reason I hate bananas is Fortnite. The Fortnite peelies, they are the bane of my Fortnite existence. There is a lot of rage videos from bananas. As a matter of fact, like the community, they know I love bananas so much. I actually am doing a Fortnite banana stream at some point, based off of some goals that we hit. But I hate bananas because I have been brutally murdered and have lost many a mini game to Fortnite peelies, and so I have a very bad hatred towards bananas.
So wait. Let me pause you right there. So you're saying that if we meet again at TwitchCon, which by the way we did meet at TwitchCon, which is amazing. If I show up with a Peely costume, you're gonna probably tackle me to the ground?
There's a very, very good chance that may happen.
So I hear we need an entire squad of people.
Oh my God. No.
Look, we got 2 already. We can go for another 2.
Oh yeah, I have been assassinated by quite a few Pilly squads, and it is so bad that I will literally see one in a pre-lobby and I will chase one down as soon as the game starts. I will die trying to kill a banana. I do not care. I will. That makes me. It brings me so much joy.
That's awesome.
So much joy to see bananas destroyed.
That's awesome. All right, what you got now, Nightmare? Finally, your question.
So we're going to kind of keep on the Peely topic here. Has anybody tried to gift you a Peely plush?
No, they have not. As a matter of fact, but I did do a giveaway myself. I did give away a Fortnite banana, and you know how hard it was for me to purchase that to give away to the community.
Now, what's one game that you can actually, if you could go back to your younghood and everything, like which game would you want to be remastered or remake or any of that stuff?
Oh, that's easy. That's easy. Mega Man.
Ooh, yes. Another Mega Man.
Mega Man. I was a huge
Mega Man.
That's the fun.
I want to see them make the original, but I want to see them do it with today's technology. I would love a 3D version of the original Mega Man, or even Mega Man 2. So I that is my all-time. That one and Contra.
Contra was good, man. I loved Contra, man.
I don't know if they'll ever make another Contra after what they did for the most recent consoles. That game, I don't want to talk about it.
I know you both Mega Man lovers are lovers of the regular Mega Man. I'm a big fan of the X series. I always loved the X series. Coming like the story of it was very in depth, and I really enjoyed it myself. All right, so what go-to drink does Lizard take whenever he actually streams? Does he drink water, or does he drink soda, or what does he drink to get prep for his stream?
No, there's always an energy drink. Yeah, I do prefer Glitch Energy because I'm actually a proud affiliate with Glitch Energy, and the drinks are just so good. And then the fact I really contribute to, for me, it doesn't make me really jittery or anything. I do like the white monsters too, but if I don't have my energy drinks, then I do. If I don't have my white monster or Glitch, I do go to the white monsters, and I love them because I feel I've lost 65 pounds through game. I think gaming has a big reasoning for that, but I also think Glitch Energy has some ingredients in it that have helped me burn some fat and calories and stuff, and it also curbs my appetite where I don't eat as much because I did have some health issues earlier in the year. But I have lost like 65 pounds, and I do contribute Glitch to that. Not only does it help keep me focused, and also I'm an affiliate. To me, it's just delicious, and has really, like I said, helped me get a lot healthier than I was this time last year, in my opinion.
Now I know you mentioned affiliate with Glitch. Are you do you have a creator code for Fortnite that you can share with people, or not yet?
I don't have a Fortnite creator code. But I do have a Glitch Energy. So if you were to go to Glitch Energy GG, you use the word lizard, you get a percentage off. I want to say it's 10% discount.
Do they get a little plushie of a lizard?
No, I'm not that cool. Maybe we'll see if I can get it. Maybe one of these days I can get them to make some lizard juice or something.
I mean, a custom Glitch Energy. I mean, if you get one, you need to let me know.
100%, my man. 100%.
All right, what you got, Nightmare?
Okay, so what would be one of your favorite memories since you've started streaming?
Oh, that's a good one.
All right. I'll tell you one of the most favorite parts of my whole thing was going back to my beautiful wife that has multiple sclerosis. Back in for anybody that doesn't know, I wore a mask, one of 10 different masks for the first 2 years of my career. Nobody even knew what I looked like until I met people like Louis and then Frank and all these guys at TwitchCon, my boy Stag and such. So I met all these guys at TwitchCon, and that's the first time anybody really saw me without my mask on. But back in March is MS Awareness Month for multiple sclerosis, and I partnered up with Team Stream to End MS with the National MS Society, where the community, all the donations, all the subs, all the revenue that I made for the last few weeks of the year or of March went directly to the MS Society to fight multiple sclerosis, to help provide services for families and people with multiple sclerosis, because it is a devastating disease. A lot of people consider it an invisible disease, but it is, in my household, it is 100% not invisible and something we have to deal with every day. But the beautiful community that we have banded together and donated over $1,200 to the National MS Society.
That's amazing.
So I made a lot of new friends to this day that are still my good friends, and I promised that if we made it to that goal, that I would remove my mask for the first time ever on stream, and that was the beginning of me being unmasked, which I did it exclusively for the chat that was there that helped me get there that night, that last final night of the event. And so I took it off with them. I turned off all clips and stuff, and asked everybody not to be screenshotting things, because it was solely for the people that were there for this event. And then I promised to do a maskless stream for a week after that. And then I took the mask off, and it's just the love and support I've gotten since I removed that mask has been incredible. I've never seen the amount of love and support that I've gotten since that day, and I haven't put it back on since. I still use it, but it's just something that's not something I just don't have a mask on every day, and I feel better about myself. I feel more connected to my community now that they all know what I look like and can look me in the eyes and see my facial expressions. Whereas you couldn't do that prior to me removing the mask.
What you need to do is, I recommend this, get like a little glass container and put that first mask you ever wore on stream and put it like in a pedestal. So that way, it's always like something like, you can always cherish. That would be amazing to do, my man. I mean,
I still have it. I can actually grab it right here. Here, I'll show you.
Oh no. There it is, the mask. Look at this mask.
This is the mask that started it all. The first time I ever put my face on screen, it was behind this mask. That was it. And like I said, I have 9 or 10 more of them, but this is what they call the Lizard King. So this is the one that started it all. There's a lot of lot of good memories and thoughts. It's gotten so much use that I had to put black electrical tape to keep it from ripping apart and stuff like that. So
you better cherish that, my man, because
this will never go anywhere. This will stay with me for as long as I live, and I am going to do something cool with it. And because I'm not going to really use that. I don't use that mask very much, but because number one, it's so fragile and falling apart. So.
Yeah, I mean, like, whenever you said that you removed your mask and, like, you actually felt comfortable, dude, I mean, the first time we met at TwitchCon, dude, I already could tell that you were a very respectful, humble, and lovable person, like, from day one. I mean, we actually talked before in a few other Discords, but, dude, meeting you in person was, like, amazing. I mean, just to meet you and the guys, I mean, it was amazing. I was forever thankful. I was like, dude, these people are great people.
Yeah, and I feel the feeling's mutual, because just being able to meet people that I've met through gaming and genuine friendships that have been built, I'll tell you, and that's why I'm going back to TwitchCon, is I know that you're not going to get to go, and there's a few other people that aren't going to be able to go, but just being able to literally look someone in the eyes and give them a big hug and just say thank you. We transcend the gaming friendships. You know what I mean? When you meet people in real life, it's such an incredible feeling. And,
hey, but that Thursday night though, man, talk about party.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. I like to have a lot of fun, and that's just who I am. I like to have a good time, and whether it be out on the out on vacation, or even during my streams. I love, me. I'm a party lizard. I love to hype things up. I'm a high energy kind of guy. I just love people, and I love making people smile, because that's what I do this for, is being able to have an opportunity to make people smile, being able to, because I think this world would be so much better if everybody just made the world smile more. If we all smiled, we all showed kindness and love to each other.
I think
that's what I love to do.
I think the moral of everything going on right now is, like, if we actually show 1% of kindness, we're actually changing the world. I mean, it's always like that, bro. I mean, you do something for somebody, like, out of your heart, like, out of the kindness of your heart, it's gonna come back to you, like, one way or another, and it's always a rotating circle, back and forth. It's never gonna go anywhere. Like, you always keep doing good things are gonna keep coming to you. So, all right, Nightmare, you have one more question before we actually go to our commercial break, because we're about to go into it.
Yes, I do have a quick question here, kind of tagging along with the mask thing, because I know for a while I didn't like showing my face either. Do you ever wish that you would go back to having that anonymity, or are you happy with everybody seeing who you are?
Well, honestly, I have thought about it. And I kind of at some point kind of started missing it and wondering if I did the right thing. Because I did get a lot of people. I was hey, that's the guy with the dragon mask. That's the guy with the lizard mask. That's the lizard. He has a mask on and all that stuff. I was a little nervous about taking it off, to be honest. And just because you don't know if it's going to sink your content. If people were just showing up because of the mask, or they were truly showing up because of who you are and or who I am and what I represent and the content that I'll try to bring to the table. And so I started regretting it a little bit at first. Even my buddy Atomic Tom's, I talk to him every single day. It's just like, man, Tom, I don't know, man. I'm feeling like I might have made a mistake taking this thing off, but it does help me with my gaming more, because, it messed up my peripheral vision. So it was things that I did kind of contemplate, man, should I just go back to it and forget it? But then there was a lot of people I thought about it, and some people I talked to offline and off stream, they said, we think you should do it. But I always had in the back of my head, man, I don't know if I should, because once you take it off, you can't go back. And but I'll tell you, once I took it off and I just seen the outpouring of love and support and people that actually thought that I did a good job by taking it off and thinks that I should kept it off, I just it made my decision that much easier, and being able to, and I kind of last year too, when I went to TwitchCon, I was like, man, I don't really want to wear this mask all over the place, but if I don't wear the mask, nobody's going to know who I am. People said that they wanted to meet me and hang out with me. They're not going to even know who I am, and that was kind of one of the decisions that would kind of I brought into taking the mask off in March is like, I'm going back to TwitchCon. It'd be nice if I could meet some people without me just having to run around and look for everybody that I want to meet, because if they don't know what I look like, how are they going to say, "Hey, Lizard, hey, I follow you," or whatever and stuff? And so having that anonymity was awesome for a while, but now that I don't have that anonymity, I'm perfectly happy with it and content with where we are. But like I said, I still incorporate the mask in certain things and still have it. And there's a redemption on my channel that anybody can redeem at any time that I'll put it on. So it's not like that it's totally gone. It's still always going to be a part of who I am.
Frank here says, when I met Lizard, I walked right past him because I didn't know his face.
He is actually the very, very first person. Like, I knew Atomic Tom's was the one that brought me into the streaming world. But Frank is the very, very first person I ever met that I met through streaming. The very first person I'd ever met in real life. And so, but yeah, he didn't know who I was. I knew who he was because everybody else they don't have a mask on. So I knew exactly. So I just sat there when he came to meet me for breakfast in Vegas, and I watched him for a while. I was going to wait on him to walk past me. I actually waited on him and watched him walk for a little bit until I actually told him it was me.
That's awesome.
See, I will say this, speaking from my personal experience of, going from not being on camera, and a lot of people would recognize my voice but wouldn't recognize me. And it kind of, it was a double-edged sword. I couldn't admit to who I was if I wanted to keep that anonymity, but at the same time, it was like, hey, you do recognize my voice, you know who I am. So coming onto camera was a little bit easier when I had people going, hey, don't you stream? And I'm like, yeah, a little bit.
That's awesome. All right, so we're actually gonna go to our first commercial break. When we get back, guys, we'll answer we'll get a couple more questions for Lizard, and we'll answer a couple more that you guys have ready for him, and we're gonna move to our what the fuck questions, which those are Nightmare's favorite segment, actually. So he loves to.
Look, I'm prepped tonight.
Oh yeah, you're definitely prepped. All right, we'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen, in 45 seconds. So stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Thanks for sticking around for the Lizard. I mean, my God, Lizard, you have a lot of love from a lot of people right now listening live to the broadcast, and it's amazing. Like, it tells you, like, those people really care about you, and they always appreciate you. So, what actually are the next goals for the Lizard Man now that you've been doing this for 2 years? I mean, what are some major goals that you want to achieve?
Well, really, honestly, I just want to keep building an amazing community and help bring people together. That's what I love more, is just seeing people that meet each other in my chats. And when I stream, I help them meet each other, help them all reach their goals. I just, trying to get some, I love helping people get affiliated that are really serious about doing this and up for the grind. Because, we all know that, that have never been affiliated knows it can be a little tough. But I would, we're pushing almost 2,000 followers, which, I just want to get more people into the channel and be able to entertain more people and maybe have the pleasure and honor of being partnered one day. Just to have that accomplishment. If that ever happens, and so be it. I don't do it. I don't do it because I want to make money. I don't do it because that's just not important to me. It's not the money. It's just the building of an amazing community and being able to just, like I said, continue to grow. And like I said, ultimately that partner is something I would like to do. It's not something I don't think I'll ever stream full time because I do have a wonderful career that I love in real life, and but like I said, I just want to continue to grow and bring people together and just make the world smile. I just love entertaining and love just having a good time and meeting new people. So I just want to continue that and have a great community that I already have now. I just want to continue to build on that and bring people together.
That's awesome. And Kamui here says, next goal for the Lizard Man, Lizard's OnlyFans.
But there will not be an OnlyFans ever. That's why I got the Only Lizards.
Only Lizards. Wow. Okay, that's the first time I've seen that. That's actually amazing.
Yeah, I just added it as merch, so it is something.
Looks like a really nice hat too, though, man.
Yeah, it's nice. It's very nice. I just got it. Stag has one. He's like the first one that ever bought one. And I've been thinking about it for a while, and I just thought it'd be really, really cool. I didn't, so I finally dropped that merch. So.
All right. So what's the go-to music for the Lizard? Like, what's your favorite genre of music?
I love a lot of music. I grew up kind of listening to a lot of rap and R&B, but I do love country music. Country music because that's what I like to sing mostly. Because I do love to karaoke. I do love to sing, and I do. That's why I have a karaoke channel point because I love to sing. But country's always my go-to stuff. But the music that puts me probably in the best mood, I would say, is EDM. I do love EDM music. I love electronic music. I used to be a promoter years and years ago. Then I loved it, and it turned me on to electronic dance music. And I love trance, house. I love a little bit of drum and bass, but I just love music that just makes you groove, makes you vibe, makes your head bounce. Whether it be rap, whether it be EDM. I love the mixture of popular songs with EDM. That's kind of my go-to thing lately. So, but like I said, I have a wide variety of music. I listen to everything, even from gospel. I mean, Christian music. I even listen to, opera, soundtrack. And there's some. I have an appreciation and love for all types of music.
Mm-hmm. We have a question here from Agua Miss. She says, "Can we get a sample of you singing right now?" I mean, it's up to you, the Lizard Man. I mean, if you want to sing a little bit, you have the mic.
All right, I could do acapella, I guess. Let me think.
Before you think of that question, okay, you mentioned that you liked EDM. So, if we were to book up Dead Mouse or Marshmello here, we would love to have you as a guest with him.
I would love that. Yeah. I would absolutely 100% love that. That would be amazing.
We always love having like when we actually have people that have been in the podcast before, if they want to actually meet one of those big time people and everything like that. I'm like, hey, you can jump in if you want. I mean, we always love having an extra person be there. So they're like, oh my gosh, I'm sitting right next to this person. They'll be all excited. But I mean, those are actually two of my big ones. Of course, I mean, everybody knows Daft Punk. Daft Punk is always going to be legendary. It's always amazing. So, all right. So, what little sample do you have for us?
I'll tell you what. It's one of my. I like I said, country's always my go-to kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I could do just a little bit of Millionaire, some Stapleton Millionaire. I love that song because it's a very good song, and when I sing it, my wife loves singing it. I loves when I sing it to her, and I sing it to her. So it is just something that I really like. It means a lot to me because she, I'm not a millionaire, but when I think about my beautiful wife and how blessed I am to have her and the life that I have, the community I have, I just feel like I'm a millionaire.
That's awesome. All right. Well, we'll let you have the mic for a few seconds. And
I'll sing it.
Have fun.
Let me find it real quick. Get the words to it.
And just so you guys know, if you actually missed a portion of this podcast, it will later be uploaded to YouTube, Spotify, Amazon Music, and all the brands out there. We actually have a comment from the last podcast that we have up, I believe, Nightmare.
Yes.
Yoo-hoo!
Zika the Prime is the one that actually got the shout out from the comment.
That's awesome. And what did he say?
Said another great show for our Agua Mist episode.
That's awesome. That's always awesome. We always love to shout out everybody. In case you guys don't know, Cicada Prime is actually the owner of a Discord that I'm very familiar with. Is by the name of Spot'em Gang. They're amazing people, great people. And also, we actually have the Reef podcast going on right now on Twitch and Rio. And later, like I said, it'll be on iHeart Radio, Amazon Music, and all the other platforms. So let's see. Lizard, are you ready right here?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right.
All right.
All right, sounds good. By the way, they're not going to be able to hear the song, but they'll hear your voice.
Okay, that's fine. They say love is more precious than gold. It can't be bought, and it can't be sold. I got love enough to spare. That made me a millionaire. Yeah, I got a woman with eyes that shine down deep as a diamond mine. She's my treasure so very rare. She made me a millionaire. When we ride around this old town in a beat-up car with the windows down. People look at her, they look at me. They say that boy sure living in luxury. Sweet luxury, 'cause love is more precious than gold. It can't be bought, no, it can't be sold. I got love enough to share. That makes me a millionaire. Mm-hmm. Yeah, millionaire. When the kisses fall from everywhere, like riches on a millionaire. When my pockets are empty and my cupboard is bare, I still feel like a millionaire. Because love is more precious than gold. It can't be bought, no, it can't be sold. I got love enough to spare. That makes me a millionaire. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That makes me a millionaire. There we go. There we go.
Amazing, man. Amazing.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
I don't think he realizes his mic is still muted.
No, I'm
No,
still.
that's a blooper. Okay, so, all right. So I was saying that, like, that was amazing. That was actually from the heart, and we could tell from the tone of your voice. So that was awesome, dude. Good job.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
That's awesome. All right. So are we ready for WTF questions, Nightmare, or are you having one more question?
I have one more question because I've been looking at it in his background.
Okay.
What is the story with the background on the TV back there?
Just the TV.
The TV right behind you.
Oh yeah, it's just a space thing. Just wallpaper that I use just to let the just kind of the ambient look on the back. It really has no meaning. I just love it. So you're gonna play something a little background instead of just having a TV, blank TV.
Understandable.
All right. So are we ready for WTF questions? Last time, I believe my co-host here, Kratos, started because we had one of his guests. So now I have to start with these. All right. Ready?
Ready?
Pineapples on pizza, yes or no?
No.
Yes! Thank you! Another one!
Dependent on toppings, man.
No, never. You'll never. Hey, look, if I'm starving to death, I'll eat it. But other than that, you'll never have me order pineapple. I only order if my wife makes me.
Gotcha. All right. What you got, Nightmare?
Pizza or wings? Which one you going for first?
Wings.
Ooh, that's a good choice. What kind of wings? Boneless? Or...
No, I like them. I like the flats. I like the flats right out the bone.
Bone-in or chicken nuggets. Those are the options.
Bone-in or chicken nut. Bone-in. I like the bone.
I gotta love B-dubs though for that, man. B-dubs is good for that. All right. Invisible or brief underwater?
I would say.
Don't you dare say invisible, because I knew you're gonna scare the shit out of me.
No, I think I would rather breathe underwater.
I mean, you'll see me underwater. You'll actually see me.
If I could breathe underwater, I could travel to places without a boat and be able to just swim there underwater and get there a lot faster.
Invisibility's the ultimate troll.
Well, that's because you're the ultimate troll, sir. That's why. All right. So, what you got, Nightmare?
All right. Have you gone camping before?
Yes, 100%. Many times.
Do you prefer camping in a tent or in like a camper cabin?
Honestly, I don't mind. I don't mind both of them. I grew up as a Boy Scout, so it's just I appreciate it. Honestly, it depends on what I'm doing. Like if I'm going to an event for the weekend and going to a big event, yes, camper. But if I'm going out camping in the woods, I love the tent. I love it. I grew up. That's what I grew up doing. And if I'm just going out into the mountains or even just somewhere that I'm not really going to some kind of big event, yeah, I would 100% prefer a tent over a camper.
All right. Marshmallow or Daft Punk?
Marshmallow.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Even though I did grow up more on Daft Punk than Marshmallow. But Marshmallow, he kind of hits those things for me. Music, or what do you call it? It's inspired music. It just hits the right spots for me.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, there is one song that I like from him. I think it's like the music video had Miranda Cosgrove and a couple other people. I'm trying to remember what the name of the song, but it's like a really good song that he did with somebody else. I can't think of the name on the top of my head, but it'll come to me. But all right, what you got, man?
We're going to build on yours for a second. Marshmallow or Skrillex?
Marshmallow still.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Skrillex stuff is a little bit harder for me. It's a little harder, and I mean I do like some of the stuff he does, but his stuff is just a little bit hard beat. That for me as opposed to some of the stuff Marshmallow does.
All right, so Kelfer here says
Andy has a mask too. I mean,
Kelfer here says bananas or Bean Boozled.
Bananas. I will eat bananas every day before I eat Bean Boozled.
I'm gonna build up on that one too. Would you actually eat bananas that are shaped like peely?
I will eat them with a smile.
All right, what you got, Nightmare?
Okay. Bean Boozled or the Birdie Bots every flavored beans, if you had to choose one?
Well, considering I haven't had the other ones, I'm probably going to go with the Birdie Bots. Is that what you said?
Yeah, the Harry Potter ones. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I will go with those as opposed to the Bean Boozled because I've eaten quite a few of those Bean Boozled, and I've eaten. I got 20 more. It'll be like 85 of them I eaten, and I can't wait to finish them because they're gross.
All right,
they're gross.
I got 2 more questions before I wrap up my WTF questions. I believe my co-host here probably has 1 more or 2 more.
2 more.
2 more. Okay. So you're in the middle of the forest, Lizard. There's no trace of civilization. There's no weapons whatsoever, and all you have is your fist to like survive and everything. You know. On the way home, like you're gonna see two paths, and you have to choose one of the paths. Both of them take you home. Just keep in mind that. If you go to the left path, you'll find one bear goose. How do you go? One goose-sized bear.
One bear-sized goose.
One bear-sized goose on the left.
Or the other path is the 100
goose-sized bears. So you have to go either way, but you have to fight them. So what will you choose between those?
So goose-sized bears, goose-sized bears, or bear-sized goose.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going for the bears every day, baby.
Really?
Okay.
You would fist fight 100 little ones of those.
100%. Yeah. Have you ever? I've been attacked by a goose. Okay, so I know how. I've been attacked by a little goose. So I've been a big ass goose. I know how them damn things are. They chased me around a lake one time. Oh hell no. Hell no! I was terrified of the little ones. You know, I'm terrified of little ones. I have a big bear-sized one. Oh my god, that thing would just peck my brains out.
I figured you would actually make a lunch out of that.
No. See, I can handle. I mean, what's the worst they're gonna do? Chew my ankles off? I'll just punt those things across out of the way till I can get home.
All right.
All 100 of them.
All right. What you got, Nightmare?
And probably take one of them home as a pet.
What you got, Nightmare?
All right. So the first question I have: Wingstop or B-Dubs?
Ooh, damn.
Considered I've never been to B-Dubs. I'll have to go to Wingstop.
You never been to Buffalo Wild Wings?
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
No, I haven't been there. I do prefer Wingstop over Buffalo's. I've had some bad experiences at Buffalo's. I actually live close to. I haven't been there in forever, but I live close to one, and I went there years ago, and it was just a horrible experience. But yeah, so I'm have to go with Wingstop, even though Buffalo's does have a really good beer.
I live equal distance from both, so.
All right, I'll let Nightmare here ask his final question because we always want to finish with my final questions.
All right, so what's the scarier thought for you? Flying sharks or tigers with the ability to breathe underwater?
He always gets me with this one.
Flying sharks or tigers underwater? I'm gonna have to say. Flying sharks. I've seen Sharknado, and so I've learned how to combat those.
I mean, I
hate tigers.
all they can do is literally just hit you with their fin. I mean, that's all they can do. They can't hit you with anything else. I mean, they'll have to have like those little helmets on them so they can't breathe.
Yeah, and the way the shark's mouths open, you know, if they're gonna try to eat me, all I gotta do is duck real quick. You know what I mean? A tiger, you're screwed. Swimming tigers, that's gotta be one of the worst things you could ever even think of. Could you imagine? Just tigers that can walk are already dangerous. I couldn't imagine them.
Man, the next question's got some of the worst things you could think of.
All right.
We're prepared tonight.
All right, so you're a big cereal eater, aren't you?
I do like cereal, yes.
All right. Do you pour your cereal first and then the milk, or the milk first and then the cereal?
Cereal then milk.
Okay, then you're the normal human being. Well, you're talking to a abnormal human being that puts the milk first and then the cereal.
See, I don't do that because if I put too much cereal in it, it's going to overflow. And I like a lot of cereal.
You need to check out our last clip because the guy that we had here literally
look at the clip. It's the best thing ever.
He literally went in a rampage and literally, like, you know, cast me to oblivion, basically. That's what he did. He had like the biggest reaction we've had for that question in the podcast ever.
Huge shout out to Cynical for that one.
Yeah. All right.
Poor Louie. He
just couldn't
know how to react.
I just couldn't react. I was like, dude, this is just too funny. All right. So, any last thoughts, Lizard, that you want to put over here? Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Like I said, really the only person I would give a shout out to you guys. Thank you guys. What you're doing is awesome. And Louis, I'm so glad I've gotten to meet you and hang out with you, man, and hung out with you in real life. And just thank you again for doing this. But I do want to kind of give my man Atomic Tom, because I owe this guy so. Atomic Tom's, I owe him so much, man. He has helped guide me from the first day I started. He's taught me how to do green screen. He's taught me how to. I never even had a PC until I got here. I started on a PS4 with no camera, and he helped me, taught me everything, and showed me what to do, and how to do things that could make the stream interactive, and just from where I am from that first day to where I was from that first day till now, I wouldn't be there if it wasn't for Atomic Tom's. I really do. He's just a great guy. I can talk to him every single day that I need something, and he deserves a lot of love and a lot of support within an amazing community. He does have an amazing community now, and a lot of our communities are intermingling with each other, but I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him. Honestly, I wouldn't have the community. There would be no DaWickedLizard channel on Twitch if it wasn't for him.
I also want to personally give a shout out to my co-host here, my editor, NickyD as well, for all this time that they have been around for the Reef podcast. I also want to shout out to all the amazing listeners that are listening to the live broadcast right now. I mean, if it wasn't for you guys like coming out and hanging out with us, the podcast would be pretty lonely. I say that because I mean it would just be me, my co-host, and my guest. But I mean, we always love having you guys here. We love when you guys interact with our guests, ask him questions, because it makes it more funny. Because I mean, we're like, oh, we didn't know this about him, and then like we learn more about the person. So we cannot thank you guys enough for all the support that you have given us. So I'm gonna close with a big note. I figure you want to know this, Lizard. Next weekend, we have one of the biggest podcasts we had in a while. I mean, this guy has been around the Reef podcast for 3 times. This will be his 4th time being on the podcast because he just loves being here. I'm talking about the original voice actor for Frank Woods from Call of Duty Black Ops 1. He's going to be here.
Nice.
He's going to be here, and we look forward to seeing like what time exactly he's going to be here, but we're going to have him one way or another. I mean, I don't care if I have to wake up at 6 in the morning just to be here with him because he's in the Pacific Coast. So we'll find out about that. But Lizard, keep on doing what you're doing, my man. You're doing a great job with your community. And for those of you guys that missed the first portion of the podcast, or you missed his singing, don't worry, everything will be on file. Thanks to our editor NickyD. He'll be editing the video, getting everything ready, and of course we're gonna more than likely clip when Lizard sings, so we have that as a short as well. Yep. So on behalf of Luis, Nightmare here, Lizard, thank you guys so much for listening. We greatly appreciate y'all, and we'll see y'all next Sunday. As always, today's episode of the Reef podcast was streamed live on Twitch. If you could not make it to the live stream of the podcast, you can always listen to it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and iHeart Radio. Thanks for listening. See you next time.